Can you give us a brief overview of what we mean by the dark side of human nature?
Certainly, the dark side of human nature refers to the aspects of our personality and behavior that are typically considered negative or destructive. This includes traits like aggression, selfishness, cruelty, and the capacity for committing harmful acts. It's important to recognize that these traits are part of the broader spectrum of human behavior, influenced by a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and social factors.
When we talk about evil actions, how do psychologists define or understand them?
Evil actions are those that cause significant harm to others, often intentionally. Psychologists examine these actions through various lenses, including moral psychology, social psychology, and criminology. We look at the motivations behind such actions, the circumstances that trigger them, and the cognitive processes involved. It's about understanding how and why individuals come to commit acts that are widely considered morally reprehensible.
What are some of the main theories that explain why people commit evil actions?
There are several key theories. One prominent theory is the social learning theory, which suggests that people learn to engage in harmful behavior through observation and imitation of others, particularly authority figures or peers. Another is the situational theory, which posits that certain environmental factors and situational pressures can lead ordinary people to commit extraordinary acts of evil. This theory gained prominence through studies like the Stanford Prison Experiment and Milgram's obedience experiments. Additionally, the cognitive dissonance theory explains how people justify their harmful action to themselves to reduce the psychological discomfort of acting against their moral beliefs. There's also the psychodynamic perspective, which looks at unconscious drives and past experiences influencing behavior, and the biological perspective, examining genetic and neurochemical factors that may predispose individuals to aggressive or antisocial behavior.
Can you give us some historical or contemporary examples that illustrate these theories in action?
Certainly, a contemporary example is cyberbullying. The anonymity and lack of immediate consequences in online environments can reduce empathy and increase aggressive behavior, aligning with situational theories. The spread of harmful ideologies through the social media also demonstrates social learning processes at work.
How can understanding these aspects of human nature help in preventing evil actions?
Understanding these factors can inform prevention and intervention strategies. For instance, promoting positive role models and ethical behavior through education and media can counteract harmful social learning. Creating environments that reduce situational pressures towards harmful behavior, such as fostering inclusive and supportive communities, can mitigate situational influences.
You mentioned empathy as a critical factor. Can you elaborate on how empathy can be cultivated to prevent harmful actions?
It can be cultivated through various means. Education systems can incorporate social and emotional learning programs that teach children to recognize and manage their emotions, as well as understand the perspectives of others. Storytelling, literature, and media that present diverse experiences can also foster empathy by exposing individuals to lives different from their own. Moreover, encouraging direct contact and dialogue between different groups can reduce prejudice and increase mutual understanding. For instance, community programs that bring together people from different backgrounds to work on common projects can build empathy and reduce social divides. Empathy training in professional settings, such as in healthcare or law enforcement, can also lead to more compassionate and ethical behavior.
Are some people more predisposed than others?
Yes, individual differences do play a significant role. Personality traits, such as high levels of narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, often referred to as the dark triad, are associated with a higher propensity for harmful behavior. These traits can make individuals more manipulative, callous, and indifferent to the suffering of others. Genetic factors and neurobiological differences can also predispose individuals to aggression and lack of impulse control. However, it's crucial to remember that these predispositions interact with environmental influences, meaning that even those with a biological predisposition are not destined to commit evil actions. Positive environmental influences and early interventions can significantly mitigate these risks.
What are some misconceptions about the dark side of human nature and evil actions that you often encounter?
One common misconception is the idea that evil actions are committed only by inherently evil people. In reality, many factors contribute to harmful behavior, and often ordinary individuals can commit extraordinary acts of evil under certain conditions. This understanding challenges the simplistic notion of evil as an inherent trait and encourages us to look at the broader context. Another misconception is that evil actions are always driven by clear, malicious intent. Sometimes they result from a lack of awareness, cognitive biases, or pressures that distort moral judgment. Understanding these nuances helps in developing more effective interventions and preventing harm.
As we wrap up, what are some key takeaways for our listeners regarding the dark side of human nature and evil action?
The key takeaway is that while the dark side of human nature is a part of our psychological makeup, it is not the entirety of it. Understanding the complex interplay of individual, social, and environmental factors can help us develop more effective ways to prevent harmful behavior. Promoting empathy, critical thinking, and supportive environments are crucial steps in this process. By addressing both the internal and external factors that contribute to evil actions, we can work towards a more compassionate and just society.